You need to know something urgent that's happening in your life right now. A woman who appears to care deeply about your mental health has been secretly consulting with medical professionals behind your back. You've been feeling strange lately, like your privacy has been invaded, like people are watching you differently, like conversations stop when you enter a room. These feelings aren't paranoia. They're your intuition trying to warn you about what's really happening. This woman has positioned herself as your concerned friend, family member, or caregiver. She asks detailed questions about your emotions, your sleep patterns, your daily habits, and your stress levels. She remembers every difficult day you've had but seems to forget when you're doing well. She brings up your mental health in conversations. With others, always with that worried expression and caring tone, but divine guidance is revealing her true intentions today. What she's been presenting as genuine concern is actually calculated manipulation. She's been gathering information about your mental state not to help you but to use against you. The timing of this revelation is critical because her plan is about to reach a dangerous new level. You need to understand what's really happening before it's too late to protect yourself. Here's what this woman has really been doing behind your back. She's been consulting with doctors, therapists, counselors, or other medical professionals about your mental health without your knowledge or consent. She's sharing private conversations, personal struggles, and intimate details about your life with people who have no right to that information. Her goal isn't to get you help. It's to build a case questioning your mental stability and decision-making abilities. She wants to position herself as the voice of reason while painting you as someone who can't be trusted with important choices. She may be planning to suggest you're not mentally well enough to handle your finances, make relationship decisions, or manage important aspects of your life. This calculated approach has been happening for weeks or months. She's been documenting your normal emotional responses as concerning behavior. When you're sad, she calls it depression. When you're excited, she says you're manic. When you disagree with her, she labels it as irrational thinking. The danger is that others might start believing her manufactured concerns about your mental health. Once she plants these seeds of doubt, they can grow into serious consequences for your autonomy, your relationships, and your future. She's creating a narrative about your mental state that serves her purposes, not your well-being. Now you need to recognize the specific signs of this mental health manipulation that's been happening. Pay attention to how her questions feel like interrogations disguised as caring conversations. She asks things like, "Are you sure you're thinking clearly about this?" Or, "Don't you think you're being a little emotional?" These aren't genuine concerns. They're attempts to make you doubt your own mental state. Notice how she remembers every detail about your bad days but conveniently forgets when you're happy or successful. She brings up your past struggles or mistakes in front of other people, always with that fake worried tone. She repeatedly suggests you should talk to someone professional. Even when you haven't asked for that advice, watch for signs she's recording conversations or taking mental notes after talking with you. She asks family members and friends about your behavior when you're not around, gathering ammunition for her narrative. She creates stressful situations designed to make you appear unstable or overly emotional, then points to your reaction as proof of her concerns. When you're genuinely happy or successful, notice her discomfort. She changes the subject quickly or finds ways to bring up potential problems. She uses medical and therapeutic language in casual conversations, making statements like, "That sounds like anxiety," or "You might want to get that checked." The way she speaks to others about your condition with that practiced look of concern is perhaps the clearest sign. She's rehearsed this performance. Divine protection is available to shield your mental health and emotional privacy from this manipulation. Begin each morning with this powerful prayer. Divine Light, protect my mind and emotions from those who would manipulate or misuse my personal struggles. Surround my mental space with clarity and truth. Let only genuine support reach me. Setting firm boundaries about personal information is essential now. When she asks invasive questions, respond with phrases like, "I'm handling that privately," or "That's not something I discuss." You don't owe anyone access to your mental health information. Regardless of their claimed concern, start documenting interactions to protect yourself from false claims. Keep notes about what she says and does, including dates and any witnesses present. This creates a record of her manipulative behavior that can protect you if she escalates her tactics. Energy. Clearing rituals remove manipulation from your mental space. Light a white candle and visualize bright light filling your mind, pushing out any confusion or doubt that isn't truly yours. Say out loud, "I reclaim my mental clarity and emotional autonomy." Create witnesses when important conversations happen. Don't meet with her alone if possible. Having others present makes it harder for her to misrepresent what occurred, or to create dramatic stories about your behavior. Build a support network of people who truly understand you and respect your privacy. These authentic supporters won't interrogate you about your mental state or share your personal information with others. They offer help when you ask for it, not when they decide you need it. Something unexpected is happening that this woman didn't plan for. The spiritual law of truth is beginning to expose her manipulative behavior to others. Her constant focus on your mental health is starting to appear unnatural and suspicious to people around you. Medical professionals who truly understand mental health can recognize manipulation tactics when they see them. If she has been consulting with legitimate healthcare providers, they're beginning to notice red flags in her approach. Ethical professionals don't appreciate being used as weapons against someone's autonomy. Her credibility is decreasing as people notice her obsessive focus on your mental state. Family members and friends are starting to wonder why she's so invested in proving you're unwell. Her manufactured concern is becoming obvious because it lacks the natural boundaries that genuine care includes. The difference between authentic support and manipulative concern is becoming clear to others. Real supporters respect your privacy, trust your judgment, and don't constantly question your mental state. They don't gather information to use against you or create narratives about your stability. Divine justice is revealing her true character to the people who matter. Those who truly care about you are seeing through her performance. Her plan is falling apart because manipulation always exposes itself eventually, the very tactic she thought would make others question your mental health are instead making them question her motives and methods. Truth has a way of surfacing, and people are beginning to see what's really happening. It's time to take complete control of your own mental health story. You are the expert on your own mental and emotional state, not someone observing you from the outside with ulterior motives. Your feelings, thoughts, and experiences are valid exactly as you perceive them. The difference between genuine support and manipulative concern becomes clear when you examine the motivation. Real supporters want you to feel empowered and capable. Manipulators want you to feel dependent and doubtful. Authentic helpers respect your boundaries and autonomy. Manipulators push past your comfort zone and ignore your stated needs. Communicate your mental health needs authentically to people you trust. This might sound like I'm going through a difficult time and would appreciate patience, rather than detailed explanations that can be used against you later. You control how much you share and with whom. Build relationships with people who respect your privacy and honor your autonomy. These individuals don't require constant updates about your mental state or documentation of your emotional stability. They trust you to manage your own well-being and seek help when you need it. Professional mental health resources should maintain your confidentiality and support your independence, not create dependence or doubt. If you choose to seek professional help, make sure it's your choice, not someone else's manipulation. Healing from mental health manipulation begins with trusting your own perceptions again and recognizing your inherent strength and stability. Now that you understand these manipulation tactics, you can help protect other people from mental health predators. Watch for individuals who show excessive interest in others' emotional states, while positioning themselves as the concerned helper. Mental health manipulators often target people during vulnerable times, after loss, during transitions, or when facing challenges. They insert themselves as the voice of reason while systematically undermining their target's confidence in their own mental clarity. Teach family members to recognize the difference between appropriate concern and invasive manipulation. Genuine concern respects privacy and boundaries. Manipulation ignores those boundaries and gathers information for future use. Create family discussions about mental health privacy rights. Everyone deserves to control their own narrative about their emotional and mental well-being. No one should have their personal struggles used as weapons against them. Support others without invading their privacy by offering help when asked rather than diagnosing problems you think you see. Respect their assessment of their own mental state unless they specifically request outside perspective. Recognize when genuine intervention might be needed versus manufactured crisis. Real mental health emergencies involve immediate safety concerns, not disagreements about lifestyle choices or decision-making abilities. Build protective communities that honor individual autonomy while providing authentic support when requested. Divine protection for your mental clarity and emotional stability is available every day. Begin each morning by visualizing bright white light surrounding your mind, creating an impenetrable barrier against manipulation and negative influences. This spiritual shield allows genuine love and support to reach you while deflecting harmful intentions. Use this protection prayer whenever you feel your mental privacy being invaded. Divine wisdom, grant me perfect discernment about who to trust. With my personal struggles, protect my mind from those who would use my vulnerabilities against me. Surround me with people who honor my mental health journey. Recognize divine guidance about trustworthiness through your intuitive responses to people. If someone's concern feels invasive or manipulative rather than genuinely caring, trust that feeling. Your spiritual discernment is highly accurate when you pay attention to it. Signs that your mental health privacy is being honored include feeling respected after conversations about personal topics, having your boundaries acknowledged without argument, and experiencing support that empowers rather than creates dependence. Maintain these protective practices consistently. Even after this immediate threat passes, these boundaries will serve you throughout life. Mental health manipulation can appear in many forms, but your spiritual discernment will always recognize authentic care versus hidden agendas. Continue building relationships with people who demonstrate genuine respect for your emotional autonomy and mental privacy. You must take action immediately to protect your mental health privacy and emotional autonomy. This woman's manipulation has reached a critical point where delay could result in serious consequences for your independence and well-being. Begin implementing these protection practices today, not tomorrow or next week. The energy alignment happening right now creates a powerful window for establishing these boundaries before her plan advances further. Document her behavior starting now. Keep records of invasive questions, inappropriate medical discussions, and attempts to undermine your mental clarity. This documentation protects you from false narratives about your stability, your mental health. Autonomy is a fundamental right that deserves divine protection. Show your appreciation for this crucial warning by giving super thanks. Up to $20. This energy exchange strengthens the spiritual barrier around your mental and emotional privacy. Trust your instincts about this person's true intentions. Your intuition has been trying to warn you, and now you have the knowledge to act on those warnings. Begin these protection practices immediately to safeguard your mental health freedom.